I thought I'd just like preload it just in case, and it wasn't doing that thing. So I'm like, yeah. What? But look at it, it got rats in here and stuff. I feel you guys in on what happened in like the last time I played Project Zomboid, because I'm not going to get to play Project Zomboid next week, by the way. I'm going to miss that stream. What? Oh, hello, there's a zombie out here. Should probably get rid of him before he decides to come in, eh? This is probably what was keeping me up. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I'll get you two in a sec, because now we've got that windows like doubled open. I'll just quickly stand on you so I can deal with her when she gets... No, him. Hey, mate. How's my health? I mean, in general or in game? Stay down, mate. There's like one more over there, and I don't want to bring him over if I don't have to. In game, she's alive. You know how it is. Leave them alone. I'll get away from that. Yeah, she's otherwise like fine. She's got a little bit of damage. My problem is going to be walking back to the car with this fuel is going to be really heavy. Okay, it's definitely off. All right. So she's going to be a bit exhausted. We got a bit of a walk to do. So, yeah. She's not going to love this. This is going to take some health out of her. Right? But there isn't anything I can do about it. I've got what I've got. I need 2 fuel cans to get her here. Or otherwise I'm going to have to walk back anyway. Because I'm towing a van. Behind my van. So, I need the extra fuel. She did sleep there last night, so she is still like tired. She's still got the broken, like still hurt because she's extremely overloaded and stuff. This isn't going away. This is just perpetual at this point. And she's mostly just hopeless because she's like slept in a shitty place for the night. I don't really want to deal with too many zombies if I can. What the fuck was that? Thank you for the bitty luck. Right. No worries. I'm like, this doesn't make Duke Nukem noises, but yeah, anyway, apparently that's what that was. Oh, if I put a lurk, sorting food out. No worries. Well, I'll be here. If those two stay there, I'll cut under here and cut in and around that if I can. Because she's just kind of in the middle of the road. And I don't really want to have to fight zombies while she's in this state. She is also going to get progressively hungrier. I think there's food in the car, but I cannot actually remember. So it would be like really, really useful to get back to it. Because I think I've got some snacks. I think I loaded up from the fuel station that didn't have a generator in it. We should be able to walk away from her, so she should be fine. Let's keep this up here for a second. I just want to make sure she's not losing too much health. There's a few zombies out in that field. I don't know where they've come from because I cleared this area a while ago. There's actually a lot in here. I walked through here in the morning. I think it was foggy. I saw none of this. I am supposed to do what with this group? They're coming in from the woods. I know there's this group here. I can't deal with them. I don't think that going through the actual woods is going to be all that safe. But I do think I could undercut through here at least. I don't want to go through that. It would probably be safer. But I can't see if there's zombies around me. So to fill years in, I basically like went looking for a car. Because my van's shit. And I found one. I found one a little while away. Really good thing I got that. I also got my hot wiring skills up. So I managed to hotwire the car. It has like 1% fuel in it, but it's just not enough to drive home. And I had my taxi out there, so I'm trying to get them back to fuel station, so that then I can get them home. Like if I can fill them up at the fuel station, they'll be fine because I've got more fuel at home. Even if I towed them both home, like by the time I get home, I can still put more fuel in it, or I could take it to a fuel station, whatever. I do want to come back down to the, what do you call it? The storage area and grab the generators. I want to take that over to the fuel station, and I want to fill them all up as best I can. That way I can, I don't know if I can, how many I can fit in a car, but if I can bring a couple home, I could just take them straight to like other towns when I go out and stuff. So yeah, that would be great. She is getting ridiculously tired because she's obviously like overexerting herself. It's morning, so I don't super want to like make her sleep. She can rest when we get home. Since I've only got one more zombie at the fuel station at the moment, I shouldn't have to worry about that. I will have to worry about the cluster of them on the road because I'll be towing a car. I don't really want to hit that. So I think when I came up here the first time, I don't know if I followed the train station line the whole way through. I should be able to kind of stand up and just walk in general. I don't think there's any zombies over here. But yeah, she's getting some skills up. She's got some carpentry finally. We got a bit of maintenance. Oh, that sounds like I'm near somebody. There is definitely a zombie back there. So I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to turn around. I don't want it to be one of those ones where like I can't fucking outrun it either. I had that once. I'm hoping that this doesn't follow me at the same pace as I'm walking, although I do have a bat. So in worst case scenarios, I can use it. And yeah, we have like mechanics and all that shit. She's not exactly dying from like hunger or anything like that. So it does sound like we lost that one. She's still so puffed though. But yeah, we had a pretty good like expedition. I found like a school out this way. I wanted to uncover some of this map because I've been over here before. And I haven't been up this way on this particular save yet until like last week. So yeah, I'd like to be able to, if I could, because it's clearly like autumn, I'd like to kind of like get up to maybe go up to Riverside because I did partially clear that area. And I don't know how like much it's repopulated, but like I did kill hundreds of zombies up there, so it could be clearer to like go and get some food because I don't think I did any of the grocery stores. I did the bookstores and the school. I completely looted them. So yeah, that will hopefully give me some more food. Hey Invader, welcome in. Tried fishing yet? Fish gives a lot of fat, weight gain. I haven't. So there's like a lot of stuff that I haven't done or haven't tried and stuff. Like I've been playing now for about a year and I still haven't got very far in the game because like my objective has been mostly to live for a month. I've now got a girl that's a month. And so like I haven't like dabbled into any other stuff. There is a couple of spots around that I could do fishing, and I have kept like paper clips because I think I can use them as hooks. But I'm also like doing a sort of like fuck around and find out kind of thing where like I'm not really getting like advice per se, and I'm just trying to like figure out how to like deal with certain situations by like trial and error kind of thing. So I've got some food at home. I've got some food for winter. I've made it to a winter before. My last longest save before multiplayer came out was just coming out of winter, and I would have loved to have like tried to go more than that sort of thing. Like she didn't live that long. I just had like multiple lives on that game. And so this time I'm still trying to find an antique stove. I do not want like hints or like, you know, location advice and stuff like that. I'll find it or I won't, and winter will be good or bad, right? Did I lose him? Yeah, cool. Here's my cars. So I do have some stuff I could probably do. I was talking about it yesterday that a fellow Project Zomboid streamer, hold on. I should have just hopped in then. I've got to put fuel in this thing. I don't think there's any zombies here. But we'll fucking find out as soon as I start fueling the car, so either it'll go well or it won't. I was talking about how I wanted to, what do you call it? I wanted to maybe look at fishing sometime later if I needed to. But like, I also do have like access to a fuck ton of eggs, but once winter hits, I don't really want to have to go outside. Because last time, like, I was able to travel a bit with one of my girls, but as soon as one dies, I find it very hard to get her home without her, like, getting sick or hypothermia or something like that. So, well, first things first, we good? Yep. Alright. Well, this has got 2 things of fuel in it now. That should get us to the gas station, all things considered. So yeah, I'm trying to get this home. This car is basically almost pristine. I hit a zombie with it, but the rest of it's like really, really good. And my taxi is okay. I'm gonna have to get you to be a bit more centered than that. There we go. Sort of. And I'm losing momentum again. Yeah, so yeah, I'm basically like at this stage, I'm in the unless like I ask her advice kind of thing, like she'll live or she won't kind of, you know, like I'm not taking like hints on where shit is and stuff or like how to better the situation. Like I said, like I'm hoping to maybe come across an antique stove. My only thing is like I don't think Riverside has one. It just doesn't look like the kind of area that has one. Like I've found it in the suburbs a couple of times in previous games, but I have not been lucky this time. I also haven't found a trailer this time. So like the bigger vans are much more critical for me. Oh fuck, of course there's zombies on the thing. Don't hit my good car. Bring it back in. There we go. Okay, those 2 must have been the ones that were following me before. Oh goodness, it's hard to keep this thing like centered, isn't it? I have a van at home that's basically just cactus at this point, and I could follow this road in. I think I followed this all the way down here last time because it's not that much better. There's a pile of zombies up on there on that road, and I would rather avoid them if I could. I'm pretty sure I walked down through here, which is probably why a cluster of zombies shifted upwards, because I was kind of like in this area. And I think I kind of like dislodged them a little bit. No, stay away from my good van. Oh, it's going to hit the van. No. Okay, I'm okay with that. Hold on, let's get some more speed up. Yeah, so I spent like a bit of time trying to tow this back, but obviously I learnt that it chews through fuel like crazy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill up my taxi and the van and the 2 fuel cans with the view that I should be able to still tow it home. And if I need to, I can siphon off the extra fuel out of the van because I've got more fuel at home. I don't know if that hit him. I'm hoping that didn't take panel damage because this is mostly a green van. So I want it to still be good. All right, we are not far from the fuel station. I just got to get a bit more oomph to go. At least she's getting a rest sitting in the car. Like, it's not helping her much, but I've got one more zombie to fight up at the fuel station if it's only that one, and we'll see how we go with that. Hey, Prophet. Oh, fuck. Oh, it wasn't quite over far enough. I'll have to check on that bonnet. Alright, I don't know which side it fills up on, but we made it. I can turn it off. Okay. That should be good enough. There is a zombie here. She might have gone behind the thing. I just need to find out where she is. What are you up to, Prophet? I think being ridiculously tired stops any stamina regen, totally. I don't know. She's in most cases usually in a state of exhausted. And to be truthful, I don't actually have to go fight this chick. But I don't want her to be in the area while I'm trying to fuel up. Fucking lay down, love. There you go. I don't want to use my bat much either, if I can avoid it. But I also do use this rest stop to kind of like chill out when she's tired. I'm watching a show on TV. Am I? I'm alright. I'm tired. I'm having a week, you know? I just, every time I sleep, I'm having nightmares, so I'm not getting good sleep. And I'm not getting a lot of sleep, so yeah. Not very rested this week, or like I've been waking up, I've like been sick at least one day during the week thanks to my Crohn's and stuff, which has been pretty good all year, but still, like, it still had a day this week that kind of like disrupted me pretty hard, so yeah, wasn't great. Turn that on. It is late afternoon though, so we'll see how we go. Let's fill my gas cans up and I'll plop them in the car, that way I can get them off her. I will have to move that closer. Honestly, it would be easier for me to just arrange the car, but I'll see if I can fill up the taxi first. I think I've got it on the right side. Yeah, so I'm just kind of having a week. Next week I've only got 2 streams because I've got 3 days that I'm doing rigging. So only Monday and Tuesday and stuff. So I'm really hoping to have like a good rest this weekend. I bet you're taking damage from this. You're already overloaded, exhausted, hopeless. She's constantly at breaking point. She's not bitten, just to let you know. She's just that all the time. Alright. Now, I know you've got this, but can I get this one? Can it fit between here? Can we fill up the car? There we go. No. Okay, you're a little bit too close. Let's see if I can... I can't chuck that in there. I'll have to chuck it in the car and I'll have to move over a scooch. So, chuck that in the back. Obviously, as I said, if I wanted to put some fuel in the other van, I could shift it over. Honestly, I could separate them and drive them home individually, but I would rather not if I don't have to. So, I will just get her car shifted. I need you to go back. Just like that. That should give me just enough space, I hope, that I should be able to fit here. Come on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Alright, I've got enough space this time. And if I pull this one forward, I don't know which side this one fuels on. It's usually, I find, like this side, so we'll see. I'll have to have a quick look at that. And then I'll fill it up appropriately to whichever side, because I've got like 4 generators nearby that I can bring over here. I think it's actually like several, but I already put one over here, so yeah. Alright, there we go. She does need more water. Hold on, let's go check out the van. Yeah, you're this side. Okay, cool beans. I've been mostly using up this gas tank anyway, so all things considered, I need to probably take like a tight corner here if I can. I don't even know if I could move that. I may have to put just fuel in it. Yeah. Parking on top of that's not great either. That's not good for my car. Hold on. We're getting some pretty fucking dramatic ass music too. She's very hungry. I'll have to check the cars to see if we've got food. Have you got food or something? On this one. What about this one? Maybe? No? Alright, I'm pretty sure I've completely, like, taken the food out of this place. I don't know if I've got any on other seats. Nope. Alright. This thing has got 1 fuel in it. So if I could get it started. Yeah. I just need you to line up with one or the other of these. That should be close enough. I hope. And then I can line it up better later. There we go. Alright, sweet. So I've got 2 gas cans, 2 fuel cars. I will have to walk inside to probably get some fresh water. Although I've got all like the decomposing zombies in this area that's like making shit worse. This thing is dead empty as well, so not helping. It's also in kind of an okay spot for turning around the corner if I had to line that back up. If I've got to walk past my car, I'm going inside to get water. Because at least if she's not going to potentially die from thirst from the night, that would be great. I don't want to have to get out and refuel these fuckers into the night. But I very much can't drive very far with them. Ironically, I could zip this back home and walk back for the fucking van. And it would probably be like less horrible than like towing them. I'm considering it because I've got them separated as is, and I'm like, I would just have to walk back down, but I would also have to walk partly through town and try to avoid getting bitten by a zombie. God, this thing is fucking able to take some fuel. Holy shit. I was not aware of that. Excessive exertion? Yeah, I may have to take her home just to have a sleep. This thing's hot-wired anyway, so regardless of who comes back here, there is a vehicle. You know? Interesting that it kind of makes like a progressively filling up sound. You turn that off. Okay. Generator's turned off. Vehicles are fueled. I've thought about just moving that one just around the corner. Let's get me some water. I keep all the doors and shit in here as close as I can, because that way I know that there's no... Oh, I know that there's no zombies in here. Get yourself some water. That way, at least... I mean, it's going to weigh her down a bit, but at least she'll have some fucking water. There you go. Alright, neat. What? I have a rat trapped in there. I thought I was going to have like 2 breed because I've got 2 in there, but it's not looking that way. Alright, I'll move my van over to where it's not like right next to a wall. That way I don't get potentially ambushed by zombies when I come back. I will probably take them one at a time and I'll have a quick look. There we go. Nice and out in the open. I'll have a quick look at how this thing's engine's doing. Because I did hit like 2 zombies. I hit a zombie and I hit a booped car. I don't think it would have destroyed the bonnet. The tires taken some damage. The tires have taken some serious damage. It was like mostly green and the door definitely hit a zombie. But everything else is looking really good. And it's now got 99 fuel. Cool. Alright. Well, the 2 vehicles should be able to get home pretty well on their own. And she really needs to fucking go sleep at home. So I'm going to take her home, get her some food, get her some sleep, and probably walk back in the morning. Because it's gonna use so much fuel. Like, I'll have a quick look when I get home what fuel usage I've done for this car just driving it home on its own, because it doesn't use that much on its own. But there are quite a lot of zombies still down here. And I do have like I think a dummy car over here. I think. Or I drove it down there. I think that's the black one that doesn't go very fast. Yeah, the black one. I've already moved it. So there is a reasonably high amount of zombies still in town. If I could set off one of those, that would be great. Because I think you can even set them off if you just smack them. If I put a door on this place, it would actually be like pretty good. Again, I don't know, it's got a door. I don't know. Maybe there's a broken window in it or something. But yeah, this is definitely not using as much fuel. And there's a lot of like individual zombies, so I'll see how we go for driving back down. Mind you, I think I do have like, sorry, a couple of cars like stored at the school, I think. There is a lot of like, shit. I think the population of zombies has replenished. Because I'm seeing like actual clusters again. Mind you, when I was trying to go around that, but anyway. I didn't know that you could completely fucking demolish bins like that. I do now. Eventually I'll also cut through that. That was the other thing I wanted to do. So I'm able to go straight up home. But yeah, there is a large amount of zombies back again. When I'm back home, there is not that much. Also, that probably took me some damage as well. Get off the road, mate. I kind of need to like do up a fucking like ambulance or something and like take it for a freaking spin. Let's see. Oh, here we are. Almost went right past my place. And I'm gonna have to check on the condition of this taxi too. How did I? You know what? I'm not gonna even ask. What is this? What's this smudge about? I don't recall killing a zombie there. Alright, so this car is obviously like wrecked, but I definitely didn't do as much fuel, so that's not too bad as hauling it. Like, they're probably going to equally do the same amount of fuel themselves. Yeah, I figured I've completely wrecked the hood. Windshield's kind of like 16%. Engine went from like nice and green to that, but I have most of the mechanic skill. So, I mean, I can work on that in town. I could do that, and then we could have some more skill back. Okay, first things first, food. I think I have some cooked eggs, yeah? Take all of them, we'll go sit down and we'll eat those. I know that it's going to be pretty dark, but we'll just sit your ass down on your edge of the bed, and we will snack on the eggs for just a hot minute. Get you some breath back. I don't know if this stacks up if I do this, but I've done it like about 4 times. So let's have a quick look if it does or not. No. Okay. So it's not like with books where you can just be like, oh, cool, you know. Yeah. The Jenna sure? Look when. Was it protein orbs? Yeah, kind of. Well, the emote cluster that you did then kind of like reminded me of my Chaos Senpai that comes in, and I'm like, for a second there, I'm like, wait a minute, because I'm like, it was a first time message, and I'm like, it's not them. Like, this was sort of like slowed me down for a second there, but yeah, what are you up to? Welcome in. I'm getting her some food so that she's not starving, and then we're going to get her some rest because it's nearly night time, so she'll have plenty of sleep. And then hopefully I'll walk back down through town, and hopefully she doesn't have a nightmare for starters, because she does wake up a lot at night. So we'll see. It's reading that boiled eggs has 50% better protein digestion rate than a raw one. Well, yeah, anything that's cooked has better digestion and stuff for us humans, because we've been eating like cooked meat and stuff for a lot longer. Well, not a lot longer in like history sense, but as in like more modern gut sense. Gut processes it better and stuff. So yeah, you do get more. Like, same thing applies to like most meat. Oh yeah, that's right, I have a coffee. Hold on. There we go. So if you boil your eggs, you get 2 times the same money. I know, it really puts like the Rocky movies and shit into perspective with like the raw eggs and shit, doesn't it? It's like they're wasting all this like extra like goodness that they just weren't getting by eating raw eggs, you know? So, I know. I saw where that was going. I might take the eggs with her, and I might just drop off one of the water bottles. Yeah, I've